Welcome today to another meditation session. I'm watching the spiral on my screen. Hello everybody. Hi family, Facebook family and friends. Welcome to another session. We've gotten through another day. And today I would like to share with you a meditation practice that I have used when I started getting used to it. It actually made me laugh because I didn't know what the purpose of meditation was. Was it to clear the mind so there was no thought, which I think is a really difficult concept to get to, or was it to focus that thought? And this meditation it's a Bing meditation. You can do it anywhere. You don't need special meditation music. You can do it wherever you are in public. You can do it sitting on a bus. You can do it uh, wherever. I can't stress that enough. You can do it wherever. Um, so the meditation practice is just this. You don't have to do any special setup to get into it. It's not like you have to breathe deeply or anything. You're just going to focus your mind. And what you're going to do is you're going to focus on your thought. Um, and in that thought, you're going to take every time a new thought crosses your mind, as soon as you focus on something, whether it's what's for dinner or was I late for that thing? Is somebody going to be angry with me? Every time you have a thought that you're focusing on that just changes, you go bing. So you're identifying that thought and you're taking it and you're allowing it to be known. So as the thought pops up into your head, you go bing, and just the only sound you're making and the only thing you're doing is saying bing. And we're going to do this exercise for 5 minutes. So I am going to run the timer for 5 minutes for you to take and do this with me. Now, I'm going to be making bings for what's popping up in my mind. You will make for whatever's happening in yours. Now, here's a crazy thing that happens is you're going to at some point focus on what I've just said or what's going on in my world, and that will be a change of thought. So remember to get your bing for that as well. And each time you come back to that, and remember, there is no right or wrong way to do this. It's just identifying the thoughts. With practice, what will happen is you're going to find that you can stay focused on one thought or a lack of thought for a lot longer. You're going to let yourself stay in that space between thoughts. The thoughts will keep going, but you won't focus on them. You won't center everything that you're doing around that thought. Pardon my hands in the camera here, but I'm a hand talker. So let us begin with 5 minutes of Bing meditation, focusing and unfocusing. We'll begin the meditation with breath. So breath is always a centering thing. It's something that we have to do. We have to breathe to survive. So to center on the breath, you can also center on your pulse, your heartbeat. Some people aren't in tune enough to feel their pulse or their heartbeat. So breath is easy to inhale and exhale. And let that be a free thing. At no point is there a holding of the breath. Okay, you're going to flow in freely and then let it go. And breathing in and out. Let everything soften. Let your body soften. Let your mind soften. And as things pop into your mind, bing, you're going to say bing, 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 bing. I'm going to be silent now and let the sounds and your thoughts guide you through this. There are 3.5 minutes left. That could be a bing. You can even add a bing if you start to notice the space between thoughts, the nothingness that there is there. In other meditations, we'll focus more on that space. For some, that space is comfortable. For some, it's uncomfortable. You don't have to add a feeling or an emotion to it. You can allow it to be. Some of the things that may come up may be emotions that pop up. Some may be fear, anxiety, frustration. Identify those as well, because they are just as viable as the thoughts that pop up, the concerns. And allow this to just be what it is. There's no need to judge it, to question it. Just let it be. So every time a thought pops into your head, just say bing. Every new thought, bing. As it changes, bing. You can change the pitch as well, bing. 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 We have just over a minute and a half left. Stay with it. Let the thoughts come and go. Let them flow like water in a river. Some will come back. We're not identifying those that return. We're just identifying the thoughts, each one. Every time you say bing for a new thought, it's like giving that thought a handshake and validating it and letting it be. No need to judge it. There's no judgment at all. We have just under a minute left. Continue to breathe naturally and normally. Inhale, exhale, no holding. Bing. Bing. In 10 seconds, we'll be finishing this up. You'll hear the gong. Thank you. And that is the Bing meditation, where we take our thoughts, we just identify them, let them come in, go. This, in practicing this meditation, there was a point where I was just crazily spiraling through thoughts, and I was saying bing, 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 bing. And when I heard myself saying the bing, I started laughing hysterically. And what I then used that's the same exercise to try to focus on one thought for a moment. So instead of letting it just go in and out, I would focus on a thought for a little bit longer and try and hold that thought. And as soon as I lost it, I'd say bing as another thought came in. But what it did was it actually helped me to structure and not control, but to be able to more moderate and deal with the fact that my brain was spiraling with so many thoughts. This is a great thing, especially if you're stressing over anything in life. If you're stressing over bills, if you're stressing over just the isolation, if you're stressing over how you're taking care of yourself and taking care of your family, to be able to take 5 minutes and find the time to let those thoughts be valid and let them be present without judgment. Without judgment. Let them come and go. There's a silly saying of crazy is not having wild thoughts. Crazy is holding on to them and not knowing what to do with them. So there will be moments of crazy. It's part of the spiral and part of the circle of life. but that's balanced out with that rational thought as well. Um, so it's just like folks say anger has no place. Anger has a wonderful place. Anger is a wonderful transition from frustration to something else. And it's how we use that anger that makes it powerful. And when we take and we can help with our thoughts and we can really figure out how to factor in how this is working and how the mind is processing, then we can take that and move it into a healthy space. Thank you very much. And I hope you'll join me again. I'm going to try and continue to do this on a daily basis. And we'll do some longer meditations. If you would like something else, put it in a comment, share it with me. This is me sharing some meditation practice with you. And it's helping me share my meditation practice with me. It helps me strengthen what I do. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay home, stay sane, and stay wonderfully, wonderfully you.